All right, back at it again. Pain is real today. Just a lot of time-sucking stuff today, man. Can't point fingers. Just the way life rolls sometimes. Where do I start? I have 2 pop-in orders to drop off today. I had one here in town, and who has become a regular customer, stays at one of the hotels here, is one of the contract worker. So, you know, as I said before, a lot of these contract workers that stay in these hotels, they really don't want to spend time doing laundry. I understand that. I will accommodate. And that person also tips, which I'm sure I'll see later on. I just got the base pay. The other person was another, I guess I'll say regular customer. It's my second time doing their order in Georgetown. Fortunate enough, you know, it's northern part of Georgetown, so it's not too far in. And they already gave me the base pay, gave me a tip, which is nice. But it takes time, you know, it takes time. And since today is Wednesday, I don't know if I mentioned this before, but Wednesday, I have lunch with my daughter, that's in first grade. That's every Wednesday. That's a non-negotiable for me. So basically how the morning went is, you know, drop off my daughter at school, which we got her there on time, which was great. I'm happy for that. Then took my wife to work, and then I dropped off the one at the hotel here in town, booked it to Georgetown. It's like 40 minutes there, 40 minutes back. I got back, I think I did maybe one or two orders on Uber Eats, or so. Then went to my daughter's lunch. That's 30 minutes. Before lunch, I get a message from my wife saying that, you know, she needs to go get checked out at urgent care. She has some pain going on that shoots down from her shoulder to her hands. Of course, it's her health. We don't want to take any chances with that. And by the sounds of it, she's okay. You know, might be a slept on wrong type of thing, bumped into something. But that takes up time too. You know, so from 11 to 12:30, you know, there was no money making going on. Dropped her off, and then I started doing my work. DoorDash and Uber Eats today. No Spark. Tried it. Didn't get anything on Spark. So yeah, I mean, this vlog here isn't just about just gig work, but it's also for my mental health, for me to talk a little bit about myself, what goes on basically in my life, and also, you know, the life of a gig worker. I guess I should look at myself as fortunate because I didn't have to ask for time off. If I had a W-2, that might have been an issue, but I wasn't. I made the call. I took the time off, took care of family business, went back to work. So I am grateful for that. Made a little bit of money. The money I made on popping, of course, I'm not going to see until next Wednesday. Let's see. I got some points, so I'm that much closer to the next level, which is either diamond or platinum, so I can start getting those Insta payouts, which will be nice. Let's see. My last drop off today that I literally just left their place was literally one drink from Sonic. One drink from Sonic. I got $4. I can't really hate on the customer too much. I mean, they ordered one drink. It was a $2 base. They gave a $2 tip for basically a really big soda. So, I mean, I get it. You know, it's just not a glory order, not a lot of money. It's one, but I like to say one for the stats. So that's how I ended it. I'm on my way to pick up my daughter now. I did work the late night last night. It was a close one. The alarm went off at 11. I hit the snooze button, but I guess I did not hear the 11:15. I didn't get up until about 12:30. I got up at 12:30, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna make this happen. So I went out. I made about $40 last night. It took me hour and a half, 2 hours, something like that. Wasn't a glorious night, but I did meet my goal I like to set when I do go out. When I came home, of course, I had a little adrenaline pumping. If you do this type of work, you get a dopamine rush from, moving and hustling. So I played on my phone for a little bit, a little bit of sloth, a little bit of a deadly sin there. Played on my phone for a little bit, try to calm down. And then I realized I had a poplin order that I needed to weigh and bag up. So instead of wasting any more time that I already did, bagged up a poplin order. I put my 2 poplin orders in the trunk of the car. So in the morning I could rock and roll and be ready. And I'm not trying to pack stuff when I'm real tired. When you're tired, your work is sloppy, your judgment's off. So I did that. And then I went to bed. I went to bed like probably 3:30ish. And then got up again at 6:30. So it's not as bad as it seems when you do the math. That's 3 hours of sleep. But I did take that power nap between probably I would say 9ish to like 12 to 12:30. So that's not too terrible. When I went to sleep the second time and did a little tossing and turning. But I still feel pretty good right now as we speaking. I'll probably feel it later on today. But yeah, we got tumble practice today. So I'll get my daughter at tumble. It's her 5:30 class. So when I pick her up, she gets to party like a rock star for a few minutes. But she knows she got to get her leotard on. Go pick her mom up, go straight to the place. I already briefed her that we might have to do a family Walmart run. There's some things that got to be picked up for dinner. I got to pick up some stuff for the guinea pigs, like treats. I think I have to pick up some detergent so we keep them poplins orders popping. So there's no excuse not to basically I have to reinvest in the business a little bit. So I'll buy a big thing of laundry detergent for the colors and the whites, pick out some nice scented dryer sheets, and go from there. If my family has to do some shopping, maybe I can knock out a Walmart Spark order, try to buff the time suck today, try to get some of that money back. But yeah, that's pretty much what went on today. So dollar signs wise, it wasn't that great, but that's the life of a gig worker. I signed on for that. I still, like I said, no pointing fingers. It's kind of like a hit in the chin, kind of like hitting your toe on the coffee table, man. You can be mad you want to, but who you mad at, right? So took care of some family business. Wednesdays is kind of one of them days anyways where time to get sucked up. It's got sucked up a little bit more than normal. But when it comes down to it, family's taken care of. It's just one day. And honestly, the money wasn't really that terrible. It's just not as high as I like it to be. So can't be coffee and roses all the time. But like I said, life of a gig worker, that's kind of how it works. It's 2:35 right now. My daughter gets out, of course, at 3:30, but I like to be close to the front of the line. So, pick her up that much earlier, makes her feel good, gets her home earlier so she can party like a rock star for a little bit. She was a good girl when we got home yesterday. She knew she had responsibilities. She had her softball practice. So, she got her softball attire on. When she got home, she knew she had to knock out some homework. I let her make that choice whether she wanted to do it before or after. So she knocked out her homework, helped her with it a little bit. But she had it for the most part. She just wanted clarity. I don't do her homework for her. Like some may, I don't. She'll ask her questions. I'll ask her a question back, to make her think. And she, more than 9 times out of 10, she comes up with an answer on her own. But yeah, knocked that out. She went to bed at a reasonable time, which was nice. So yeah, it's a little bit of the family front. But yeah, today was a bit of a tough day. A couple of Uber Eats, more Uber Eats last night than than today. A couple of DoorDashes, My acceptance rate is pretty high. I think it's like at 88, 89%. I did have to decline one last night. Like, I'm pretty open-minded at night because, I can cruise through the streets pretty quick. But when you send me, well, first off, I thought I paused my dash, and I guess not. And then they sent me a $6 for 12 miles. I declined that. Then like a 15 for 15 popped up on Uber Eats, which isn't great, but the drop-off is closer to my house. So, I took the $15 plus. As you guys may or may not know, my goal during late night is to go home with $30, so I went home with 40, so it worked out. So that, just kind of jumping around here. Oh, something that was kind of dirty today, DoorDash dirtiness, is that I remember I paused, and I distinctly remember it pausing after my last delivery, and because it was time to not this last delivery, but my last delivery before going to lunch with my daughter. And they sent me another one, man. And the weird thing is, when I hit decline, it said, your acceptance right now is at 89%. If you decline this one, you will be at 89%, which I thought was strange. So maybe I didn't click the pause button. I really think I did. There's always that possibility. But I thought it was strange that if I declined that order, my acceptance rate was going to stay the same. But family first. Declined it. Didn't really matter to me what's going to happen to my acceptance rate. And went to lunch. I'm still a platinum driver right now, as of right now, so I can dash when I want, which is actually, it's a nice feature to have. It's more difficult to get now with the new tier system, but I'm at platinum. It helps me when I do decide to dash at night when they have that peak pay. I can snatch some of that up. So yeah, that's pretty much how my Tuesday night, Wednesday went. We had 2 Poplin orders, got them delivered. One of them paid me a compliment. The one that hasn't tipped yet, the one that was at the hotel, gave me a compliment saying that I was good at what I do. I haven't received the tip yet, but I am assuming that person's at work. And they tipped last time. If you give me a compliment on the second delivery, makes me think that you're going to tip again. So I had 2 Poplin orders, worked late night, made $40. Had some life things go on today, but we made that happen. Still kept on working and pushing. I am here to pick up my daughter now. I'm pretty far up on the line, so is it a bad day? I can't say it's a bad day. Do I wish I make some more money? Of course I want more money than less money. But on the grander scheme of things, it's a nice, bright, sunny day, slight breeze. Took care of some family business. My wife's health is okay. My daughter, basically stick on plan, get my daughter from school, get her ready for her tumble practice. She practices hard at the house. She can't wait to flex her skills to her instructors. Like I said, we're gonna do some Walmart shopping. Hopefully I can knock out a Walmart order. Maybe I can bang out an extra $20 while they're shopping, soften the blow. Of course, I feel good now. I don't think I'm gonna do a late night. Like I said, when I do 2 late nights back to back, it really drains me the next day, and my judgment is off. I'll start getting frustrated easier. Start making bad decisions, and it's just a slippery slope. I have to get my body used to doing late nights again. I think I said that before in other videos, so I'm trying to do every other day, get consistent with that, and then maybe I can sneak in a couple of double days. Like I said, there was a time I would do all late nights all month long. I would do 11:30 to 1:30 regardless, but man, I know it was taking a toll on me. I noticed when I was doing that, I was sick more. I would end up getting fevers. I just wasn't feeling good. And I know essentially what it was is, I believe, I'm not a doctor, that I just was not giving my body enough time to recuperate, being up that long and doing work. So I gotta get myself back, get myself conditioned basically. So my goal is to do every other day, I got that $30. If I can get out a little bit earlier, it'd be great. I can knock out that $30, get home quicker, and sleep. And that's my plan for doing late nights and whatnot. So that's my strategy. I'm not saying that's good for everybody. I'm going to see how it works for me. Plus, when I do the pompadours to Georgetown, that's a bit of a time suck if I don't stay out there. Especially on days like today. I went to Georgetown. I couldn't stay out there because I had to be back before 11 o'clock. So there's just multiple things I have to figure out doing this gig work, budgeting my time, keeping my eyes on the prize, and taking care of family, taking care of bills, and taking care of myself. Keeping up with the self-care. So I'm gonna cut this short because I feel like I'm gonna start rambling. I hope there's some people out there watching this. Hopefully some of my rambling could be some wisdom and insight for somebody out there, whether it's in your market, whether you're working the same market as myself. Like I said, if you work this market and you somehow come across this stream or these videos, give me a shout out. Say, hey, what's up, man? I've seen you around. Or hey, man, what is it? You suck. I see you out there taking my orders. Whatever it is, just give me a shout out. Comment, subscribe, let me know. If you want to troll, that's fine. I'd rather keep it positive, but if you want to troll, that's all fine with me. Just let me know what's real in the battlefield. I'm gonna let y'all go. I will do my best to do another video tomorrow, and keep it positive. Gig work's not for everybody. Different apps for different strokes for different folks. I'll catch you on the next one. Y'all take care. Bye.